collar. And now Madden, nice approach play this by Stockport. Madden looking for the room for the shot, and he found it, and he scores! It's the main man, Madden again! The match winner midweek. He's got the opener today, on the biggest day for Stockport County. 1-0 up inside the first 10 minutes. That will settle the nerves.
And he maybe have to say it's a goal that has been coming, but absolutely no surprise. It's a player of the season, it's a player of the moment for me in Paddy Madden. Just gets himself that half a yard to get away from Bird there, tries to dangle the leg in and then just takes the extra touch that sets him perfectly to hit it across Sam Johnson. It's a quality finish there. The technique was absolutely brilliant. The finish was clinical.
All down nicely by Cannon, who hits it early, and it runs brilliantly for the second. It's Collar. Took that so well. They're nearly there now. Only need a point. They're well on their way to all three.
Big goal from a player that's been absolutely exceptional this season. Cannon with a strike on target, but when you look at the goalkeeper, you've got to be parrying it away from goal. You parry it to this area, to a player of Will Collar's quality. He's going to hit the back of the net, and what he does brilliantly, he sets himself nicely, strikes it perfectly. Goalkeeper stands absolutely no chance from the second opportunity, but he just parries it back into a dangerous area, and that player is Will Collar. That's a magnificent finish.
What a season he's had. It's 9 goals in the league now. Stockport are promoted. They are challenge champions. It means so much. After more than a decade, Stockport are back in the Football League, back where they feel they belong. Years of trying, years of toil and tears, but this is where it's all led. The path has finally opened up to the promised land of the Football League. And that is where they can say now with certainty that they are heading.
Well, just magnificent scenes. And to echo your thoughts, Adam, absolutely a huge congratulations to Stockport County. Thoroughly deserved to be champions. They've been the best side throughout the season. Arguably for me, been covering this league for almost 9 years. It's the best squad of players I've seen assembled at this level. They've got the best manager in place to have got them out of the Football League, and they've got a real stability now to go very, very far within the Football League with the quality of squad that Dave Challoner has at his disposal at the moment. And also they will kick on again. They will bring in quality players to take the side on in the EFL, but it's been a brilliant season all round. But for me, thoroughly deserved champions.
They had their wobble, they put maybe doubts in the minds of their supporters, but that man there being lifted onto the shoulders of Stockport supporters, what a contribution he has made, Adam, in terms of getting them over the line with those narrow wins against Torquay and Chesterfield and Solihull. He got the winners in all of those games. He got the opener today. He's been massive, Madden, hasn't he?
Well, he has done, and you mentioned about the Solihull game, Adam. He misses a penalty in that game, and then he comes up the winner in the 90th minute. That's a player of real experience, of real quality, that can keep their heads in the biggest moments and the biggest situations. It's not easy to go out and sign a player in League One and say, come on, come down to the National League and find this promotion. It's easy saying it, it's another thing doing it. And Paddy Madden, for me, as I said when I gave him player of the match, for me is the National League player of the season. With his leadership, his goals, his assists, everything that goes together. And there's always a joy for a generation, isn't there?
11 long years outside of the EFL. He even became a part-time club. Spent 6 years in the 6th tier of English football. There were times when they thought it might never happen for them again. They fell so low. Tough times they've had at this football club, but lots of different people have helped get them to this point. Of course, the man, the owner, whose money has helped achieve this, Mark Stott, we showed earlier, the management of Dave Challoner, but we mentioned Jim Gannon earlier too as well. Lots of supporters have played their part behind the scenes as well. So many people have had an input in what has taken them to these scenes now. Stockport's time has finally arrived. 11 long years outside the Football League. This the day they always hoped would come. And now that day has come. Stockport County are National League champions. They're heading back to the Football League. A full house to witness them lift that trophy. 10,000 in Edgeley Park. And the party, you can be quite sure, will go on long into the night.
Yeah, thoroughly deserved, Adam. Massive congratulations to everybody at Stockport County. They have been the best team, they have had the best squad, they have had the best manager. And this is thoroughly deserved, as Chris Hargreaves says. I've been privileged to be part of 3 title winning sides, and it's the roller coaster. You go up and down as a player, for your families, for your friends, for the supporters, and for everybody that works at the football club, Adam. The pictures will be on the players and the manager, but it's the people behind the scenes that keep things going, that are so important to the growth of any football sides. But these fans have had long time to wait, and they are going to enjoy these celebrations, I'm pretty sure of that.
Something of a specialist in promotions from this league now, Dave.
Yeah, it feels as good, let me tell you. Brilliant to get over the line, a huge achievement. But the first step of hopefully many. I've completed this now. I've lost the playoff final. I want to play a final now. Go up as champion, so that'll do me.
It's rather easier this way, isn't it? At least you haven't got to go through the agony of the next couple of weeks.
A whole lot easier. People say there's no better way of getting promoted than through the playoffs. It's a one-off game. Today was our playoff game, a one-off game, if you like. And to be able to, like I say, lift that trophy and have a couple of weeks off and be able to go away on holiday and look at other people agonise on a few playoff semi-finals and a final is really pleasing.
I mean, you've had your own roller coaster of the last 2 or 3 weeks, in fairness, haven't you? It has been wobbly at times.
Yeah, absolutely. It's always the hardest bit. I think you find out the real core of people in environments like this. It's a little bit, not easy by any stretch. Winning football matches at this level is massively tough. But when there's that added pressure on it, a little bit easier with 10 games gone, 30 to get over it. When it's the be-all and end-all, it becomes a little bit tougher. But they've been terrific. They've answered any critics they've had, and to win in the manner we did today shows a lot about them.
I mean, you won't pat yourself on the back, so I'll have to do it for you. You were 10th. This team were 10th when you got here, weren't you?
Yeah, and listen, what went before me, what went before me. We wanted to try and challenge a group of players that are highly motivated and to play in a certain way. Regardless of what's happened this season, I think we have an identity now on the pitch. I think Stockport County as a team have an identity, which is what we wanted to do. We're fortunate and thankful for the fact that identity has made us successful, and we need to improve on that and be better for next year going into the Football League.
I mean, today tells everybody watching, it's a big club with a big fan base, with now big ambitions.
It's a huge club. It's a huge club. Hence why Mark bought the club. In terms of, we can sell this place out and we can make it bigger and sell it out. It's a big town, a town that is deserving of a Football League club, and now that they've got that, as you said, this is the start, the first step, the toughest step. The challenge now becomes competing next year and making sure we are really competitive, because the ambition's the same. We want to try and get promoted again from League Two. Big statements, but that's where we want to be. Yeah,
we've seen 1 or 2 do that before. It's certainly possible. Huge club, huge night.
Yeah, huge couple of nights.
I noticed you started early.
The opportunity to do it, like I say, it's been a long couple of years for me with last season's finish and getting straight back into it. So I'm looking forward to enjoying tonight with the players and tomorrow, and hopefully the next few nights, and then we can sit and reflect and look forward to next season.